Hi, my name is Dawn Runningwolf. I'm the recent Chief Judge of the Blackfeet Tribal Court. I think it was important at this time to make a response to the Glacier Reporter news that the people need to hear about. My purpose in providing this interview today is to demonstrate to the people that there has been major court interference by the council, the sitting council at this time. My primary goal in providing this report to you is to help establish an independent judicial system with some integrity. For example, if you are a party to a case, I would hope that, as anybody would hope, that you can enter the court system knowing exactly what the avenues are taken when you navigate through the court system. And generally that is when you go into our tribal court system here, as you will be heard by the lower court level judges. They go work the cases up through motions and finally to a decision either by a jury or a judge. If the decision is not what you feel you should have received, then you have a process of appeal to the Court of Appeals. Generally speaking, that is the process that we take. We generally do not expect interventions from any other parties unless they're allowed by the court. But more specifically on the Glacier Reporter, I have to quote it just because it's the section that I'm going to respond to. It's getting to the front page. It states that Mr. Sangador filed a lawsuit in the Blackfeet Tribal Court challenging the Tribal Council's actions. This is in regards to his suspension case from the council. The Chief Judge was excused from hearing the case, but then tried to re-enter the case. The council ordered the judge and her personnel to cease any further action on the case and hired a neutral judge to hear the case. So, first of all, what I'd like to mention is that the council, although they are in the hierarchy over the court system, they are also a defendant in this case. And so those specific actions I would like to ask the people is that in what jurisdiction do you know of where the defendant has the ability to pick his or her own judge and then tell the court staff how they will proceed with the case? It's highly unconstitutional, it's highly interfering, and I will give you a little bit more information on how the interference occurred. In March of 2012 is when the J. Sangador case was first filed into court. It was requesting an injunction on the suspension. The paperwork that had come up, I realized that because it was an injunction, we had to schedule an immediate hearing. However, being that the council is over the court system, I made a professional decision at that time to recuse myself from the case, and I wanted to get an outside judge to see the case so that we get the best neutral decision possible. And so from March until June, I had sought an outside judge through the Montana-Wyoming Judges Association, called several tribal courts in the state, just tried to get the word out there that we had to have a judge for this case, but nobody seemed to be interested in hearing it, didn't get any successful response. And at that time, I'd also got word out to the tribal attorney, Miss Watts, that I was having difficulty getting a judge, but I would still work on it. In June, I held a hearing, first part of June, to address both attorneys on the case, to let them know that I was having difficulty in finding a judge and if they would help assist me getting a judge that they both would agree on. And so at that hearing, the tribe's attorney, Mr. McKay, had informed me that it wouldn't be necessary for me to do any further on the case because they would pick the judge. And I stated that would be appropriate, but it would be better if we had both attorneys agreeing to that. So